unless all of us are passionate about what we are doing, I don't think the world is a better place. You need to be unique. There has to be differentiation, and that's what we did it. Okay. And experiences is a value to us, Ashish. Very, very important. It's not for the cause of the business. We are creating a cause for individual lives.
It inspires me when I see people living value-adding life every day. Just say something.
Yes, Ashish. Good morning. Yeah, I'm comfortable. I'm not being conscious of the mic sitting there.
Fantastic. You're ready for a conversation.
Yeah.
This conversation has been due for long.
Yes.
Good to see you, JK.
Yeah.
I think we are meeting after Chennai, and that's when we met yesterday, right?
This place where we are sitting is Karakambadi.
Karakambadi,
yeah.
And when did you join?
I joined in that great period of December 2005. I mean, I would call it a great period because to me it was a red letter day.
As I started off as a journey as an actor, then I moved to being a speaker. This is the first time that I came to know about something called the HR. Remember, I am not from a corporate background, so I had no clue there is anything called HR or anything.
Right.
And then I started meeting some people who said they are from HR. Tell me, how has HR developed over the years? Let's begin with addressing that, and then we'll go ahead, even as we are waiting for food, right?
Right, yeah.
We are very hungry, by the way, so we'll get the food very soon.
HR is business. Business do need to have HR. So I don't think we should actually take HR out of it. It's like asking, is sales and marketing a part of business? It's still not fully matured in some pockets, some industries. It needs to be far more matured than other, compared to other functions. The whole problem was that you find quite a few line people able to speak the language of HR, but HR is not able to speak the language of business.
Got it. You're basically saying that HR needs to arm itself and go vaster.
Correct. See, it's predominantly a matter of inclination, and they tend to focus on what initiatives we need to do on people, all that they focus, but they don't recognize the fact that they have to connect these initiatives to the cost of the business. Is it making sense to the business? This is a big measure that you need to do. Are you, taking actions when somebody in the business tells, hey, do something about this? You are taking before that. In fact, you go about suggesting, we've got to do this because this is going to come up. Now that is proactive HR, and that is really a business partnering. So you shouldn't stand apart as a function. You need to be part of the business.
Got it. I got that. Hungry. We are very hungry. We're going to go a long way. Fantastic.
Ashish, you want some fruits?
Watermelon.
No. Today I'm going to.
Right.
Why today? This is a different kind of poha.
Yeah. That's more like a poha upma.
This is a poha upma.
Yeah. I was born in Ahmedabad.
Ahmedabad?
Yes. My dad used to work for Vikram Sarabhai, and then he moved to ISRO.
Okay.
In fact, Trivandrum, if you would know, Ashish ji, we have a rocket launching station.
Yes,
right?
we have.
He used to head the Equatorial Rocket Launching Station.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
My dad was in the Physical Research Laboratory.
All right.
And subsequently he moved to ISRO.
Okay.
Which is the Tumba Equatorial Rocket Launching Station in Trivandrum.
PSLV, etc. would have been?
Of course, much larger space, much larger rockets and all that subsequently was in Sriharikota because that is more relevant. But the initial typical rocket launching started from there.
So you've been part of that?
He's been part of that. In fact, he was quite closely associated even with the SLV-3 project.
Okay.
That's when he worked also with Abdul Kalam.
Wow.
Yeah. So he retired as the head of the rocket launching station in Trivandrum.
This is amazing.
And you know, Ashish, that's been a big challenge personally for me, because Dad being a hardcore computer scientist and being in electronics, all that, he obviously would expect his children to be in engineering stream. And I was going against it. So that was a little bit of a disappointment for him, but subsequently I made him happy.
So you have been dealing with pressure. How did you deal with that as a person? How do you deal with that as a leader?
Yeah.
That the people who report to you, people who you are responsible for, actually feel connected to the work that they're doing.
Obviously there is this expectation, that both my sons, I had an elder brother and he was obviously went on to the engineering stream.
Okay.
So when I started talking that, maybe I should look at arts or other streams, shocked, and said, how can you do that? In fact, for the sake of him, for my dad's sake or my parents' sake, I started, doing +2 also. I was into the science stream only. So then I started slowly talking it out with my mom. Everywhere, mom is a great bridge. And believe me, that time I used to excel in mono act, mimicry. All that was my passion, and they was worried, And if somebody went on to drama or, sorry to say that, Ashish, you also lived through those same
Don't
times.
at all be sorry. I have gone
And what? He will end up becoming some, actor.
Some actor. Not yet.
Gone, his life is gone.
So what he just ends up being an actor or something. I'll take a little bit of a sevaiya and a little bit of a poha again. Yeah.
Politics, student politics. Now where will this fellow go?
Headed completely in the wrong direction.
Right.
Not taken science, going into arts, then politics.
And politics. And he's generally loafering around, So
loafer is a word, no? Loafer is a word. Now we don't hear it, do we? Why? Why do you think we are not hearing the word loafer anymore? But do you also think that now people are even more, they value people who are doing other things? Is that also?
You said it. I was just about to say that. At least there is far more respect to understand, okay, that is that person's passion. Or, like that Japanese ikigai,
Finding a great place, sweet place. I'll share something with you. I'm a little aware of it because I'm completely, I cannot handle mathematics. I was always interested.
Same pinch.
Same pinch. And my son is, he's a computer engineer. I've been watching his laptop whenever I've been around him. Saying that what are those things which are figures that come up? So I completely understand that we got to understand what we are good at and also very clearly what we are not good at. So even in the business that you are managing, is that also something that you are keeping in mind when you're choosing people, when you're hiring people, when you're managing their journeys?
Right, very much. Is that person working just for remuneration or because he has to work? And is that person really having that passion about that role? That is something very difficult to find, but through conversations you need to sort of dig it out very casually. Right? I can, for example, I'm not flattering you, but I can clearly sense you're living your passion. So when people start talking, you know that emotion and energy comes, and there is a glow in them when they speak certain areas, and then you can know, okay, this person likes that.
And how important do you think is for a person who is, working to be really passionate about the work that they're doing?
I think any role, I'm not saying just for HR, any function, any job, so the passion really counts. I mean, unless all of us are passionate about what we are doing, I don't think the world is a better place.
I would entirely agree with you. And at this point, I think we must start walking and showing people the beautiful campus of the Amara Raja Group here while we chat. Would that be a good idea? So let's finish our breakfast.
Sure.
And let's chat.
Would love to.
superb. So this is the campus.
Yeah, this is the campus, the first campus. And of course, this I would say now is one of our smaller campuses.
Okay.
This is just what, 200 acres?
That's it.
Yeah.
Only 200 acres.
Our the ARGC, the growth corridor, which is almost 60 kilometers from here, Ashish,
Okay.
that's around 500 plus acres.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is the place where it all began.
It all began here. That's right. It began with a very small shed, which was the first company, the Amara Raja Power Systems. Now, that's where the founder decided to start off.
This is 1985.
That's 1985. He was leading a very comfortable, I would even go up to say a luxurious life.
Cushy
there.
life.
Cushy life. Age of 52, I can't dream of. Decides to leave everything.
Okay.
Comes with a one-way ticket to India to say, let me invest it in my district. So, Ashish ji, this is the township where most of our essential service employees live. In fact, on the backside we have the working men's hostel, the beautiful lake there.
So not only did you come up with saying that we will make a battery, it was going to be a battery which was going to be slightly different. Is that correct?
Very true. You said it. Yeah.
That when people think of new businesses,
Right.
should they just be another product, or should it be a product only if we get a differentiator in that?
Differentiators stay for long, right? There is a space for everyone. But if you got to retain that space, you need to be unique. There has to be differentiation, and that's what we did it.
Got it. And what was the differentiator for you? It was without water.
Without
you don't need to pour water.
What was? Do you remember the color of the battery?
Yes.
What was that color?
So earlier I remember that batteries had to be either grey, black, and stuff like that.
Exactly.
It has to be dull.
Grey also would be much later.
Much later. It has to be black.
Some black.
Greasy.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to fill
Yes.
oil. So it's like a, I mean, not to handle. It's a mechanics thing.
Yeah.
We made the concept of colorful batteries.
Got it.
And not just that, maintenance free. Don't have to put the water.
In fact, if I'm not mistaken, your batteries are also used in inverters.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, because I have seen in homes now those colorful batteries.
We do have our own Amaron inverters.
Okay.
Yeah. We also brought it to the front main roads and said, this is not a product that
Don't
you
hide
can
it.
just do in the gullies. We have the pit stops, the franchisees that you see. You walk in, you enjoy doing the shopping. I want this battery.
Very clearly what you're talking about is customer experience.
Exactly.
And would you say that one of the key things about Amara Raja and all your businesses is that you started looking at the customer experience many years back?
Not just customer experience. I would call it the stakeholders experience. And experiences is a value to us, Ashish. Are you making lasting impact to the stakeholders that you interact with? So that's why experiences is a value.
So in fact, talking of colors, I see colors in each one of you.
Right.
And there are 5 colors.
Yes.
And I'm told that...
that represents the 5 values.
5 values, and I'm told that each of you is given those color shirts.
Yeah. All of them are given 5 color uniforms.
Okay.
I shouldn't say uniform. It's multiform.
It's multiform. Exactly. It's not a uniform.
Yeah. Each of these values have been linked to the 5 elements of nature, the Panchabuddhas.
But I'll share something with you. Just walking into the Amara Raja campus the day before yesterday,
right.
And as I started meeting people, and I did notice that yes, there are some colors. But then I started looking. Then I thought, you see how the mind works.
Yeah.
I thought that at different stages, people get different colors.
Oh,
so
right.
the junior most people will get some color. So I'm just saying that how the mind goes. As I was driving past, and I saw people coming in.
Right.
It was like a rainbow.
That's right.
It was like a rainbow. मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा यार.
Right,
It felt so good.
And just imagine, Ashish, when you said picking up the uniform in the morning.
Yeah, you choosing it.
You are choosing it. And I'm thinking, what value shall I wear today?
Wow.
Right? So today morning also, when I said, what value shall I wear today?
Your part of the thing is to empower people to believe that they can cause how their day looks like.
Exactly. They live the values, they decide what to wear, and they all collectively live all the values every day. So the most important thing therefore was to how do we ingrain these values, and we do what we call as the large scale interactive process, the LSIP.
Got it.
And this LSIP program, which I said, Ashish, is what we call it Living the Amara Raja Way program. So that's very powerful. I mean, and that's like a goosebump program for us.
So how important do you think for the Amara Raja Group is people living values not just at work but in life itself?
Very, very important. It's not for the cause of the business. We are creating a cause for individual lives. So there are employees who do a lot of community programs on their own with no directions from us, but they are influenced by these values. Is the incident that happened when we had floods in Jammu and Kashmir, when we had floods in Andhra, with no single leadership direction. Employees got together and said, let's send a truck of essentials. And they called leaders to say, we are doing this, and we came to know about, possibly 3 days later.
You were informed?
We were informed. By the time we were trying to do something from the company, and these were employees who were doing, and they called us to say, come and flag off. You know, see.
I get that. Even hearing it, even hearing it is. So, very clearly, one of the experiences that I have just listening to you, and I've been chatting with JK over the years, and at different parts. We met during the Chennai.
Met Chennai. The NHRD was the last one.
We met just before.
Just before the COVID.
Just before the COVID. And one of the things that I do remember about you is that I experienced passion where you were.
Thank you.
Okay, you were speaking passionately about life, about what could be done, and you were speaking passionately about Amara Raja Group.
That's right.
I want to let you know that I'm really touched by the atmosphere here, how the people work.
Right.
And in fact, it's funny that we are ending this conversation right by the champa. You know, by the fragrance of this champa.
And the solar power.
And the solar power thing. Yes, so sitting right next to it. You know, all these things are happening right here.
There is innovation happening, excellence happening, experiences,
yes.
Responsibility.
Yes, each of the colors. And entrepreneurship.
Entrepreneurship.
Fantastic.
The 5 values.
It inspires me when I see people living value-adding life every day. So,
and let me tell you, Ashish, I'm inspired by what you are, and that's when I said I want to do a conversation with you. Thank you so much, Ashish.
Thank you so much.
Being with us and being with us in abundance of time. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. I really enjoyed my interaction with you on your Founders Day. So a day after your 37th Founders Day, here's wishing you all, have a look at this amazing group, the Amara Raja Group, and the various things that they're doing. But what I wanted to connect with you is the kind of people that are associated with that group. And JK for me represents that sort of a thing. He represents the ethos and the spirit of the company. So JK, here I have a question, and it kind of keeps coming in my mind. Profit and kindness. Or should I say profit and empathy?
Of course. In fact, empathy contributes to profit. I mean, if you would ask me.
Okay.
What is empathy? Empathy is to be in the other person's shoes, and the other person could be your customer, your employee, for that matter, even a community person, which is a critical stakeholder. So if you understand the needs of the other person and start serving in that manner, profit is just a byproduct.
So I have always felt that human beings can deliver in spite of challenges, and yet there can be a working environment of kindness around. What is your take on this?
Very much. I mean, it's not just about it can happen.
It does happen.
It does happen.
Yes.
It's automatic. That's why I said everything becomes natural in its creation. There is nothing inorganic about it. It's an organic process.
Yes. And really, each one of us getting that this part of the sky belongs to us, each one of us.
Right.
And it is up to us to become those shooting stars. And we can create whatever that we wish to create.
Right.
This is lovely. This is lovely.
Yeah.
So, I had such an amazing conversation with JK, and I hope you have enjoyed this conversation. So JK, thank you for this opportunity,
Thank you so much.
having had this interaction with you. Please share it with other people. Remember, the world is an amazing place and it has space for a lot of good people. And that includes you, it includes him, me, and many, many people all around. So let's make a world that really works for everyone. And let's really get that success and victory will go hand in hand with goodness.
Truly aligned to that. Let's live in a world where we can create kindness, we are empathetic to people, and make this place a great place.
Fantastic. On the occasion of the 37th Founders Day, a day after I had an interaction with you. How was the interaction with you?
Awesome. I mean, in fact, I should forward all those messages that I've got saying what a great choice.
Wonderful.
Ashish, Vidyarthi.
Thank you so much.
You have inspired me, and therefore I thought you should come and inspire all our people in Amara Raja. Thank you so much.
I'm touched by that entire experience. Al Shukran Bandhu, Al Shukran Zindagi. Look up Amara Raja Group. Look up other such amazing people who are doing some great work and put your voice behind them. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cheers. Bye-bye. Thank you.